Hello, and today we'll be discussing the philosophy of hermeneutics. Hermeneutics are essentially the interpretation or understanding of biblical texts, omnipotent philosophy, wisdom literature, and etc. Few examples of hermeneutics include Talmudic hermeneutics, which involve the Torah and Jewish belief, and they mainly center around one prominent Jewish rabbi known as Hillel the Elder. Although the 13 principles of Ishmael the rabbi were more well known, Hillel's philosophy was important since it ranged from standard rules of logic to the understanding of a passage from reference to another passage which has the same word. And Vedic hermeneutics, involving the Vedas and mainly Hinduism, mainly involves the earliest holy text in Hinduism, and that is the Vedas. Vedic hermeneutics mainly involve the interpretation of and understanding of the Dharma, or it's kind of like this omnipotent being or a spiritual being. And then Buddhist hermeneutics involved mainly Buddhist literature, religious literature, mainly the ones that are spoken by the Buddha himself. Mainly the ones that have been spoken by the Buddha, the holy figure around Buddhism, and it involves the interpretation of the spiritual ways and strengths of Buddhism. Biblical hermeneutics, which is hermeneutics involved with the Bible and maybe the Old Testament, are a whole different story, as it has many subcategories and is a very large topic for a different time. Bye. Thank you very much.
والقرآن.
Well, the Quran, I haven't researched the Quran yet. I've mainly focused on finding details on Talmudic, Vedic, and Buddhist hermeneutics, and I haven't seen Quran hermeneutics yet. It's mainly probably because the Quran, after Prophet Muhammad died, the Quran was there because it was there as a way for people to know what to do in Islam and what not to do. And because often in religions or in philosophies, when the original leader dies, often the philosophy deviates away, and mainly and things like that happen. And the Quran really just fit as like the first reference source for any interpretation of Islam.